I'm Dr. Craig Pullman, here to talk about the connections between neuromotor function and social cognition. To recap, neuromotor function is the brain's coordination of muscle movements, which are categorized by size and include gross, fine, and graphomotor. Social cognition is the set of mental abilities that guide interactions. It's thinking about relating and involves both interpreting social information and using that info to make decisions and navigate relationships. Social cognition relates to many of the other neurodevelopmental constructs. Language is a big connection given how much social information is verbal, such as interpreting lingo and communicating needs. Educators should keep an eye out for how social cognition affects and is affected by other neurodevelopmental constructs, like higher order cognition. For instance, resolving very complicated social dilemmas, like a conflict involving multiple people and issues, usually requires applied reasoning. Social cognition and neuromotor function have several important connections. Schools are social places, and much of that socialization is intertwined with movement, games, and sports. These two constructs are integral to school culture. So how does neuromotor function affect social cognition? One basic way is oromotor function, which is the control of musculature for speech and enunciation. Pronunciation difficulty can affect interactions. Students who are physically awkward or who struggle athletically can be at a disadvantage when participating in sports and many playground games. Physical activities provide opportunities to socialize, make friends, learn collaboration, and develop leadership. How does social cognition affect neuromotor function? Well, a lot of physical activities like dance, cheerleading, and sports are inherently collaborative. Good social cognition can directly influence the success of the group. It's not just about ability and talent, it's also about cohesion and chemistry. A sport like baseball requires physical skills for sure, but also a huge amount of both verbal and nonverbal communication. Some team sports emphasize social cognition more off the playing field. For example, swimming, track, and tennis are more about individual performance. But camaraderie out of the pool, beyond the track, and off the court is important as well in terms of building support networks in small communities. There's a reason why many teams think and talk about themselves as families. Educators can play a role in helping kids and parents decide on activities that match up with their neurodevelopmental profiles and needs. A sport like tennis might be a better fit for a student with weak social cognition than, say, soccer, because at least in singles, the team element is more peripheral and might be easier to manage. Social demands vary across sports and physical activities, and the reverse is true. A student who struggles with fine motor function, but who wants to be in the school band, would probably struggle playing a woodwind instrument, but could do really well with the drums. Again, social cognition and neuromotor function complement each other in many ways. We want all children to feel socially connected and to feel successful across the full range of activities available in schools. I'll see you next time.